Dyslexic Genius here. We're back on the Amberola 5 and I'm going to show you how to oil the bottom of the motor. You have to remove 3 screws, 2 on one side, 1 on the other in the cabinet. You pull this out and then you undo the little screw for the horn, pop that apart, and the motor will pull out. It's very self-explanatory, but the bottom end, they never get oiled. So what I'm going to talk about is how we oil. Usually all these gears here are run dry. So I take green grease, number 4 graphite, and STP, and I mix it together. And then you just gently paint all this in like this. You get a dab and you just kind of fill the grooves of the gears. You fill the inside of the gears all around. And you can see here how the gear is hitting. So this is lubing well and this is lubing well. And then over on the winding crank, you do the same thing. You just add a little grease here and do this, and it helps it run a lot better. We have graphite in between the gears. We have a little STP to thin things out, and that's how it works. So now when we're going to oil, you can use the spout, but I'm going to point to everything with my Starbucks stopper. You bring the spring barrel up to top dead center, and there's a hole right there. And you can see the hole. You're going to drop some oil in there. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to drop a little drop here, a drop there, and a drop inside this bearing. Then you'll repeat to go over on the other side. You'll put a little drop here and a drop in there. We're good. And you're going to put, if you haven't taken anything apart, you're going to put a drop there and a drop here for the crank. And then right here, and then on the other side so everything spins freely. Then you're going to come back over to the gear train here, and you're going to put you have a bearing like a Triumph on these castings. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. So you're going to put a drop of oil there, and then a drop of oil at the top of the bearing in here. Then you'll run over here and you'll put a drop and a drop. And in the back one by the spring barrel, you'll do a drop and a drop. And then on this side, you'll do a drop and a drop. The next thing you have to do is oil the drive gear for the governor, the big brass gear. And you can paint this with STP and it'll make it quiet. Now the motor sounds like it's noisy when it's running. We'll turn it on for a minute here. But when you lift it up, it's very silent. You're getting the vibrations from the stand I'm using. So now that the governor drive gear, this brass one's running, you just get a little STP on your Starbucks stopper, and you just come in here and touch it like that. And that will make everything run a lot smoother. And that's all there is to oiling the bottom end of an Amberola 5. The next video will be oiling the top. And that's my tip for the day.